How you guys doing? It's Seb here. Welcome back to another episode of PES 2016 myClub Hungry for Glory series. In this episode we're gonna have a quick club tour showing you my managers and the players what I have, because a lot of people ask, you know, oh, I have 4 center backs, which one I release, which one I keep. And we're gonna talk through all that. I'm gonna show you, walk you through my team, my managers and my players, and I will explain which players I keep, which players I don't keep, why I don't keep them, you know, quick review for the players that I have, which most of you have. Now at the moment, as you can see, I'm using this manager, Lasarat. You probably noticed that team spirit is quite low. That's because I'm actually farming GP with him to get his team spirit high. Right now I'm doing pretty good with Almeida. Obviously Almeida on your list will have a fake name and no photo. Just take a note of the team he plays for, Red Stars FC. I've been doing quite good with him. My assistant coach manager is Ravzi, all out defense conservative. I use him as an assistant coach. If I'm playing with a long ball spammer, I use him, or sometimes I'm winning by a couple of goals, I use him. And we have this manager, as I said, is one of the, you know, best fluid formation manager that I've seen. 3 completely different formations. You know, you need very versatile and flexible players to use this. I am sure I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna just release him, because I know fluid formation does not work. We have our Park of the Bus manager just for the fun of it. You might think his you know, his management skill is quite low, but you can actually use him as an assistant coach with a high rated manager, and his management skill will be as high as the high rated manager, if you know what I mean. I have videos regarding assistant coaches, etc, etc. So let's go through our team. Try and make this video as short as possible. We have Oliver Kahn, we have Buffon, Handanovic, Fabianski, and I have this guy right here. I use it with my gold only team on the bench. Now normally you really need 3 goalkeepers. You need your superstar goalkeeper, you need your secondary black goalkeeper, and you need a decent gold goalkeeper. 3 goalkeepers is enough, but right now I have 100 slots, and there are players that I don't want to release because UEFA Champions League Agent Week 2, you know, when it comes out, it's probably up by now. I mean, I'm recording this video is actually on the 17th, basically just midnight before UEFA Champions League Agent Week 2. So there are players that I'm keeping simply because, for example, I don't want to release any Real Madrid players, because it's most likely I'm going to get them again when you spin an agent. So the idea is not to release any players that you know they're going to be in an agent you want to open up. So far I am happy with Buffon. The only problem is, if you use a manager with front line pressure and aggressive defensive goalkeeper, it's really bad because you're playing high, and when it gets to one-on-one, defensive goalkeepers seem to never come out. Even when I press triangle, Buffon just does not come out. So right now, fingers crossed, hopefully with the next ball opening, all I'm hunting for to get an offensive goalkeeper. Doesn't have to be Neuer. Any decent offensive goalkeeper. Alright, defenders. So far, believe it or not, guys, I have Ramos, I have Boateng, Benatia, and I'm gonna tell you who has been defending super awesome for me. Is this guy right here. It's actually Coyote, right? Here, where it is? Where are you, Coyote? This guy right here. He's actually, I mean, mind you, he's level 46, right? He's got an Anchorman card, you know, decent ball winning, decent pace, 87 pace. Sometimes he performs much better than Ramos and Boateng. Now, when choosing your defender for your squad, you need a fast and mobile defender. Sorry, a tall and strong defender with a fast and mobile one. I'm not going to complain about Ramos, he's been beastly, no doubt. The defender that I'm not happy with is Boateng. Normally, when you look at defenders, the less the attacking pro is, the better. Now, why do I prefer Varane, Rafael Varane? His attacking prowess is only 49. You can see ability at the top, attacking prowess 49. So that means he will barely join any attacks. And that fucking ball winning 91, defensive prowess 90, he is solid, absolutely solid. Boateng is got 70 attacking prowess compared to Varane 49. So when I play, when you create a squad, guys, I always say that it's not about using all your superstar team. It's not about having all your superstar team in one squad. It's about creating a balanced team. If I'm playing with an aggressive manager, I need pacey defenders. If I'm playing with all-out defense, I need defenders with high ball winning. They don't have to be fast, because if I play all-out defensive conservative, I use defenders like, well, all my defenders are fast, to be honest, like Benatia I normally use. So far I've not been given Benatia enough chance because of the pace even though he's got beastie ball winning. I normally start with Rafael Varane, and Barzagli has been an absolute beast. Mind you, he's level 44. Comment down below and tell me if you have the similar players that I have, and how far, you know, how you've been doing with them, what formation, which manager you're using with them, because I want to know about your team as well, guys. So comment down below, tell me about your top 3 defenders, midfielders, fullbacks and strikers, and tell me the most successful manager they've been used. So get going and comment down below. I want to know about your team as well. Okay, so far as you can see, if I go through every single one of them, this video is going to be an hour long. I have Manolas here. He's absolute beast. If I'm playing against someone with Ronaldo, Manolas is definitely in. Caceres, he is fast, but when it comes to ball winning, he's a little bit more, he's much better using him as a fullback. Whether it's RB or LB, he still, his stats doesn't drop that much. Rudiger plays for my gold only team. Unuha as well. Unuha is fast, but his ball winning is terrible. His positioning terrible. It's very clumsy. Anyway, fullbacks. Now, right now, I'm actually keeping Luka Dine, or how you pronounce the name. I don't want to release him because you know, in case I get him again from the agent, but he's not going to stay because I'm quite happy with Tayo, if that's how you pronounce your name. Ball winning 80 for a fullback is absolutely you know, fantastic, to be honest, because what you want to look for a fullback is a decent ball winning, and defensive pros doesn't matter much, but you want a ball winning to intercept those crosses and to intercept players. And for your fullback, you need pace and pass. Pace and pass, keep that in mind for a fullback. Marcelo's been an absolute beast, you know, for lofted pass, low lofted pass, pinpoint cross, and he always starts for me. I'm really happy with him, especially when you use a manager with attacking area wide. You need skillful fullbacks. I always say that. As you can see, I have some of the shitty players. I actually farm with these players. When the contract finishes, I released him. You know the drill. Dani Alves, I've not been trying him much because he's been on blue condition. Normally I don't use players who are with blue condition. Lichtsteiner, I've not tried him much. I might give him more chance. But Carvajal has been an absolute beast for me. I will tell you about the defender who is the Neymar stopper. Abate is a nightmare for Neymar. Every time I play against someone with Neymar, man mark him with Abate, it's an absolute lockdown. I'm not saying Neymar can't do anything. I mean, if somebody spams Neymar for 90 minutes, of course he will get a chance. But Abate, absolute beast. Do not underestimate this guy. Mind you, mine is level 44. Okay, now this year I've been lucky. I have tons of Anchormans, Anchorman destroyers. Matic, I've got him recently. I'm gonna give him more chance, definitely. Thiago Montano's not been playing much for me because he was in blue. Flippin' Mo is an absolute beast. This guy scores every corner kick. I'm telling you, it's like scripted. De Rossi, one of my favorite defenders. Not the fact that he is just De Rossi, the fact that he never leaves his position. He's always in the center of the midfield. Even though as a destroyer, I'm surprised they made him a destroyer because he used to be an anchorman. Even normally destroyers kind of go wide, you know, chasing down the flanks, while anchormans actually stays in the middle between your two centre backs. But so far, De Rossi, one of my favorite defenders. After De Rossi, Luis Gustavo, and then my favorite one, Krajoviak, or Krajoviak, however you pronounce it. But this guy, oh, don't get me started on this. I just love him. Whether as a centre back, whether as a DMF, he's an absolute beast. Okay, and one of my gems, as I said, is this guy right here, Cafu. I like to collect my gems. I actually have I used to have a team, a mix between white, bronze, and silver, but I had to release them because I needed slots. I was doing a live ball opening, you know, somebody donated, I had to do a ball opening, and I had no slots. So I'm starting all over again to hunt down those scout players. And basically, when you get a scout player, you know, as a level 1, when you see their stats like speed and pass and ball winning around 70, keep him, because once he reach his peak level, imagine when I got this guy, when I got Cafu, his ball winning was like 75 at level 1. So I thought, he's gonna turn out beastly, so I kept him and I was right. Centre midfielders, Yaya Toure is not as beastly as last year for some reason, but without a doubt he's one of the best centre midfielders. I'm not pretty happy with Vidal. He's just all over the place for me. Could be different, could be better with different managers. Iniesta for me is very, very clumsy. Sissoko wins the best box-to-box midfielder for me. That's right, I prefer him even more than Yaya Toure. Mind you, main is level 44. He was starting for me at the beginning. Verratti, he's like, never underestimate this little guy. He's just, when you dribble in with Verratti, it feels like Verratti. He's so light on the ball, and he's very solid in one-on-one situations. Warin, one of my favorite players for Inter Milan, he did not have enough chance because normally I use Witsel, a combination between Witsel, Sissoko, and actually Verratti or Yaya Toure. The thing is, guys, when you use a formation with 4-3-3, what you need is a combination between a box-to-box player, a hole player, and a destroyer. Or maybe an anchor man, a box-to-box, and a hole player. You know, some people, like, if I have a very aggressive manager, sometimes I use 3 box-to-box players, you know? If you want to be more defensive, use 2 destroyers, use anchor man, destroyer, and a box-to-box. You know, it just depends. I have a video regarding how to build a squad based on player cards. You can check that out. Nainggolan, I cannot wait to test this guy. He's one of my favorite players. Finally go him. He's not tactically fit right now. The more matches I play, you know, obviously the more tactically fit he's get. Isco, one of my favorite players in Spain, believe it or not. Right now he's my favorite Spanish player. Papa Diop, if I'm not mistaken, I go him as a scout agent. He's an absolute beast. Ball winning 84, kicking power 80, decent lofted pass. For some reason he's not an anchor man or a destroyer with a high ball winning, so he definitely fits my gold only team, because I do have a gold only team and I do have a silver and bronze team as well. Carbonero is my Serie A team, also have a Serie A team. This guy Semedo, I go him on a scout agent. I trained him, I leveled him up. Look at that status right now, absolute beast. Okay, Hazard, I go home on a scout agent. As a free agent, he's still level 29. I've not given him enough chance so far. I'm not happy with him, but maybe I should give him enough chances. I actually want to try a manager with 4-2-3-1. This is a formation that I've never used, so I may give that a try. Stock, this guy, I've actually used him. I go him on the scout agent as well. Leveled him up. He's actually been absolute beast. For my level 2 team. I use a fair level 2 team with no black balls, and sometimes again match with a level 2 team with Ronaldo. James Rodriguez, absolute shitballs. You know, in real life he's one of my favorite players, but for me, I mean, when I was live streaming him, I did give him enough chance. He's just, it's like his touches, even he was in a good condition, he's just not right. It just, his performance does not reflect his name or his you know, his ability on the pitch. For me, the best attacking midfielder I've used, apart from Francesco Totti, it has to be Karim De Bruyne. Honestly, guys, if you have this guy, put everyone aside, use him. Simple as that. And I got this guy from a free agent. His name is Cristiano. This guy never leaves the ball alone. If you cross, he's always there. I use him in my silver team. Actually, he's an absolute beast. Okay, well, obviously this is Ronaldo, level 48. This stat is absolutely ridiculous. We have Gervinho here. Gervinho can just run. That's it. This dude could not finish for shit. El Shaarawy, one of my favorite players. I love his movement in the pitch without a doubt. Tep here as well. I actually use him on my level 2 team. I've leveled them up, you know, as soon as I saw the pace with the good dribbling and ball control. It's really important if you get a player with high speed, explosive power with low dribbling and ball control is no use, because players in real life are you know, when you are on the ball, you are not as fast as you were off the ball, if you know what I mean. For example, if this guy, like last year player status, we had dribble speed as well, which stands for how fast a player is on the ball, and the speed was how fast the player is off the ball. But in general, if you find a player with high speed, look out for his ball control and dribbling, because it matters. Otherwise, it will be no use. Robin, Hulk, I released Hulk and I got him back. His movements is a bit stupid in the game. He's never where I want him to be, but hey, if I want to spam Hulk, he's an absolute beast. If I put him as a striker and give him long balls, yep. I mean, body balance really matters in this game. And he's got body balance 90, explosive power 90, that kicking power, no goalkeeper stands against that. And he's left-footed. Di Maria, without a doubt, one of my favorite dummy runners. This guy can play on the wing, can play center midfielder, can play attacking midfielder, can play SS. Was really happy to get him actually. And the only thing is his body balance let him down, which is only 66. Cherchi, El Shaarawy, these guys are part of my Serie A team. Not really happy with Cherchi this year. I mean, people were complaining about R2 shot. Last year, every R2 shot this guy did was going in. This year is definitely been patched. Even though he's got the long range drive card, his R2 shots are not as effective. Zaha, do not release this guy, do not underestimate this guy. He has been an absolute beast. I've actually used him with my level 3 team, gold only players, and if you watch my club series Hungry for Glory, you can see what this guy is capable of. Messi, what can I say? It's Messi. Neymar, yep, he's like a whore, everybody have him. Griezmann. This blondie, I've had him last year as well, guys. Absolutely fantastic. And what I like about him, normally I judge a player apart from the status. I want my winger or SS or attacking midfielder to be where they're supposed to be. If I use Griezmann as SS on the flank, he's always there. You know, I know when your tactic is flexible and maintain formation, it affects the player's movements. But what I'm talking about here, Griezmann always follows the ball. Whether it's from a ball comes back from a corner kick, whether it's a cross, whether it's a pass, and he does track back as well. So definitely one of my favorite players. Francesco Totti, legend. That's it. Fuck off, Willie. Okay, Gabbiadini, no gave him a chance here, no play him. Dybala. Currently, I think he's my top scorer. Let me see. Appearances, 131 appearances. Goals, 100 goals. That should tell you. And these are 100 goals online, by the way. These are actually 100 goals online. Dybala is an absolute... I mean, I don't know. I can't find an exact word for him. You may think he's small. You probably just think of, oh, he's just fast. It's not that. That ball control and dribble in 88 makes him absolutely fantastic. He does touches with his left and right feet. The way he controls the ball, if you actually let go of the sprint button and dribble properly with the speed bar, this guy is an absolute beast. Balotelli, I've not given him enough chance. I am a fan, but I'll probably only use him for my Serie A team. Because the only thing is with Balotelli, I don't know, he's just a weird player this year when it comes to... The only reason I like him, I don't have a tall, strong striker, tall, strong CF apart from Ronaldo. So if I don't go with Benzema with the next ball opening, then he's going to start for us because I want to use Ronaldo, Robin and Balotelli. Filippo Inzaghi, a lot of people are not happy with him. You got to play with Filippo Inzaghi the way that you see him in real life. Filippo Inzaghi is not one of those players who will take the ball and dribble defenders. No, Filippo Inzaghi depends on a playmaker. So, take that note. That's how Filippo Inzaghi scores. Morata is one of the most OP strikers in the game. Simple as. Reme, I've not tried him yet, but people used him against me, and you know, he's unstoppable when they use against me 90 speed. Anyway, I don't want to go through every single one because this video is going to end up very long. Dani Osvaldo no started for me. Origi was one of my favorite players at the start. I got him at level 1, he was silver, and now he's level 45. Absolute beast. My recent gem, Nico Lopez, I actually have a episode about Nico Lopez. You can watch that on my club series Hungry for Glory. You will know what this guy is capable of. Absolute beast. Currently I'm trying to level up this guy right here. He's only rated 69. Probably when he reaches his peak level 30 will be like about maybe level maybe his rating is going to be 70 or 72, but currently I'm trying to level up these gems that I got from a scout agent. Once they reach their peak, which is level 30, then they're gonna start for me. Okay, I think that's pretty much, I covered everything in my team, guys. Comment down below, tell me your top 3 defender, midfielder, fullback and goalkeeper and which manager you use. This video has been long enough, but it wasn't just about the club tour. I explained, I mean, in this video, if you watched it all, you will know about player rating, which player to choose, which players to keep. I've literally explained every single player in detail with their abilities, so it will give you an idea, you know, when you choose a defender, what kind of stats to look for, even though I have a video explaining all that. So hope you guys find the video useful. You know, if you have problems with my club, if you want to know more about tactics, just check out the playlist called My Club Tips. Every single question you have regarding PES or my club, PES in general or my club, I have a tutorial about it on my channel. So hope you guys find the video useful. Until next time, ciao for now.